G'day guys, welcome to the Creative Property Cashflow group. My name's Kieran. If this is your first time watching any of my videos, welcome. Thank you very much for popping along. If you've been following me for a while, welcome back, and I hope all these things starting to form in your head and make you realise how you can implement these strategies, take control of people's property, provide a win-win situation for them so they are happy and build great cash flow for yourselves. Now, this wasn't always the way for me. When I started this group, when I started in property, back in the day, I bought traditionally. So I went out through estate agents, I found property that I thought I could add some value to. I put down a 25% deposit, spent tens of thousands more on a refurb, to then refinance it months and months later to hopefully get as much of that deposit and refurb cost back so I could go again. Now, that worked for me, but it was slow. It took several years to get to the point where I was financially free, so to speak. But then I wanted to push on because it's quite natural. You set goals, you achieve them, and you want to take it to the next level. So I was hearing people speak about these creative strategies. I kind of thought, where's the benefit? What's in it for me if I don't actually own the property? But you don't know what you don't know. So I went out and I got myself mentored. I spent some time in the company of people that are implementing these strategies, and I could see that quite quickly you can take control of people's assets and you can put cash flow in place, okay, in a matter of weeks or months. And when I say cash flow, our average rent to rent deal, I would probably say nets us around about £1,000 a month. Okay, and you don't need many of those deals to make a real change. The average salary in the UK is what? 25 grand? So let's be generous. Let's say take-home pay of £2,500 to £3,000 a month would replace most people's salary. 2, 3, 4 of these deals and things have changed drastically. So that's why I've set this group up. If you haven't downloaded the playbook already, jump in the Facebook group, drop me a message, #playbook, I will fire that over to you. And there's some great information about how we've implemented these strategies, the cash flow it's generated, the difference it can make to your life. So grab that, it's free, have a read. There's also some more of these trainings in the group, and this community set up to help you guys implement these strategies, put it all into practice, take action with what I talk about, and make a change for your life. So what I'm going to talk about today, that's enough of that side of stuff. What I'm going to talk about today, I'm going to talk about how to get landlords to deal with you, how to distinguish ourselves from everybody else that's out there. So where should we start? We've got a property. Now, that property's got the potential to perform really well. It's got the potential to perform really badly. It might just tick over and not really do either. Okay, but we can all agree it has got the potential to perform well. Now, this landlord over here who owns this property. Now, not every landlord, but there are plenty of landlords out there this property just causes problems for that landlord. Now, what do I mean by problems? That means it might be management issues, maintenance costs. You might self-manage. It might be the calls at 2 in the morning and the tenants have locked themselves out, or toilets are backed up, or he needs to invest money back in the property to get it up to standard, and he doesn't really want to anymore. Okay, because what you've got to realise is that when people buy property, they've held it and owned it for 20, 30 years. If that mortgage is cleared, if it's generated decent cash flow for that period of time, their enthusiasm quite often to keep investing in the property kind of disappears a little bit, because their motivation from when they bought it is different now. They've got other things in life that they want to go off and do, and dealing with tenants and the management and the maintenance and upkeep of properties is no longer top of their list. And we can use this, we can benefit from this. So this is generating Mr. Landlord over here a few headaches. He's not too happy about it. So how do we benefit? Well, we need to position ourselves, drop my pen, we need to position ourselves over here That's a solution provider, okay? Problem solving, not just price. Okay, so most people approach the property over here and it's, what can it do for me? What can I afford to pay for it? And then they just offer that same price to the landlord. And all the landlord thinks about is, well, I know what it can potentially earn, and this figure isn't enough, so no, I'm not interested. And that's where people fall down when they're trying to negotiate rent-to-rent deals or lease option deals or creative solutions. Problem is they're not creative. They just think, what's in it for me? What can I pay for it? And I'll just put that offer across. And it's almost like a take it or leave it. And the landlord's thinking, well, you're just trying to screw me over it. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to dive into what problems the landlord's got, what's motivating him, what's making him unhappy, what would he like to get to, what solutions would he like in place, what headaches would he like taken away, and we need to draft a solution. And we need to put that to the landlord. So we sell the benefits of what we can offer, not just how much money we can give him. And that's really, really key. So what solutions could it be? Well, there could be we talk about guaranteed rent, okay? Well, that is that amount. That might be that same figure there that the landlord's getting. And that's absolutely fine. But what else do we offer? No maintenance issues. Can we take those headaches away from you? Sounds okay. No voids. What if for the next 5 years, Mr. Landlord, you didn't have any vacancies in that property, and the money was there every month? Sounds good. No management cost. What if that 15% plus VAT you'll pay your letting agent every year wasn't taken off you? What if you didn't have to invest in the property, Mr. Landlord, over the next 5 years? What if you had no phone calls from your tenants saying, this is broke, this needs fixing, I'm not happy with that, this other tenant's being an idiot? What if all that drama was taken away? Okay, all this is part of our solution. And we need to make sure we put that across to our landlord so we can make him smile. Okay, now to do these deals, we need to work out what figure we can offer as guaranteed rent. But we also have to have the right systems in place to take care of the maintenance and the voids and the management and keep the property at the right standard and fully occupied. Have the right systems to manage tenants, to vet tenants, to build the right relationships with them, so we're not going to have a ton of headaches. Okay, but you've got to remember, we're starting out on our property journey. We've got that enthusiasm to build a business. Okay, and then if we can put the right figure in place between what we offer our landlord, systemise all our costs and our running variables to keep them under control, and get the property performing to its maximum potential, we can structure great deals that make our landlord really happy and make us really happy. Okay, now that in a nutshell is how a rent-to-rent deal is structured. Okay, and it might be the same for an option deal, but obviously we've got further negotiations on price and purchase as well. But essentially for a rent-to-rent deal, we need to focus on the solution. So we need to understand our numbers. We need to understand how we run and operate a property to do it efficiently and effectively. We need to understand how we get it performing at the top level. Okay, because if we take on a tired property and we do nothing to it, chances are we'll have the same headaches that Mr. Landlord had, and we don't want that either, do we? So, solution provider. Solutions, not price. The price comes into it, but if you can put all this across and we can negotiate with our landlord and we can move them from where he is over here to where we want him to be, there is no reason why we can't structure great rent-to-rent deals that are win-win situations for both parties involved. So, jump in the group. There's more free training like this every week. If I can help in any way and you want to jump on a call, drop me a message. I'll be happy to. But if not, let's chat in the group, and we will see you then, and we'll see you soon. So, cheers guys. Bye.